Now, the rest of the story. It was like a scene from the Raiders of the Lost Ark. But this time it was really happening. 4 explorers standing on a mammoth mound in the middle of a desert, a mound 10 feet high and several acres vast, and the adventurers, gazing at what lay before them, were dumbstruck. For protruding from the sprawling sandscape, reaching into the sunlight, were the uppermost remnants of what lay beneath, the lost city of Pharaoh Ramses II. Engulfed in shifting sands, the old metropolis and everything in it, 10-story buildings, 35-foot statues, 5-ton sphinxes, had slumbered through the years, patiently awaiting the day of their rediscovery. Now at long last that day had arrived. Peter Brosnan, leader of the expedition, was the Indiana Jones whose faith and determination had brought them here. Time and again he had been told that the Pharaoh's city had been lost forever, that the desert had swallowed it up long ago, and yet a few lines that he had read in an all-but-forgotten journal convinced him that the city was findable. And if it were findable, those 21 magnificent sphinxes that were said to have lined the city's main thoroughfare were surely still intact. And now, sure enough, here they stood. Brosnan and his partner, Bruce Cardozo, and a third associate and a guide, frozen in amazement as the sand swirled about them, stared at the stone fragments and the statuary peaks, acres of them. And thus did the dim past greet the shining present one morning in June of 1983, when excitedly the explorers began their work, brushing aside the sand with whisk brooms and trembling hands. The first artifact to be uncovered was the head of a horse, a 6-foot-wide bas-relief carving which had adorned the massive wall of an Egyptian temple. There were more than sphinxes here. Indeed, the sphinxes had included a white stone. The protrusions all about them were red and brown and black. There could be no question now. The entire city of Ramses II was there, defended against the invaders of future generations by the ramparts of obscurity. When word of Brosnan's find got out, you can imagine, archaeological teams from several major United States universities inquired when may we visit the site. Curators at the Smithsonian Institution begged for artifacts to exhibit. Of particular interest were the giant jet black statues of Ramses, known to have been buried with the lost city. And how it was known specifically what lay beneath the sand was by the photographs which had been taken when the city had been populated. I said photographs had been taken. For you see, the ancient metropolis, inundated by an arid ocean, had been built in the desert, had been built on the dunes, near the city of Guadalupe, California, 160 miles north of Los Angeles. The product of 1,000 workers who had labored more than a month under the guidance of a master who in 1923 used it as the motion picture set for the experimental Technicolor silent movie extravaganza, the original epic, the motion picture called The 10 Commandments. For the fascinating ruins that archaeologists are right now preparing to excavate entirely are the replica, precise remains of what was once the world's largest stage, the fabulous city lost and found of Cecil B. DeMille. It's interesting. During the last years of his life, somebody asked, why had he spent so much money and gone to so much effort to produce the 10 Commandments? He replied, this one I can take with me. Now you know the rest of the story.